Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the garden. How are ya? All right, you find me standing right here in front of our green giant arborvitaes. Now, what am I doing here? This is where we had removed the containers of incredible hydrangeas that we transplanted to the other side of the garden. And I did tell you that I wanted to perhaps make a rose garden surrounding this tree, right? We wanted a rose bed right here. This is my interpretation of what that rose bed will be. For starts, right? The cardboard on the ground is so that I could have a visual aid to help me see the area and how where the roses would be and if they'd fit in the space. Okay, and I think it works. Visually looking at the cardboard, I think I'll be comfortable with roses being in the place of those being in that particular spot or in these spots. Okay, in terms of the actual layout of the bed, the final layout of the bed, this is definitely is not it. Okay, it is going to change. I can tell you it's going to change over time. It took me, today is Monday, I kid you not. On Saturday I was out here and I stood in front of this area all day. I went back and forth and came back all day and did nothing. So I came out again on Sunday. I was like, oh boy, I got to do something because the roses need to be planted, right? So I'm in panic mode. I've got to plant the roses, and this is the only spot that I keep looking at to do it. Finally, went ahead and got some cardboard to put down my visual aid. My husband said, okay, cool. And he shaved down the grass for me because guess what we're going to do? We're going to do sheet mulching here. Yeah, because it was so easy the last time. Why not go ahead and use it again, right? So we're just going to go ahead and sheet mulch the entire area once we've planted. And then, of course, again, as mentioned, the exact layout of the bed, it is going to change as the plants grow and as my experience in the area changes, right? The roses, in terms of the planting of the roses, they're going to start 4 feet away from the arborvitaes. As the roses, I know they're going to want as little competition with root competition as possible will make them more happy in the space. And everything that I have read suggested 3 feet or so away from established plants would be best for them. So I'm hoping that this is going to work. Also, the sun comes in. This section is going to get sun right at around midday straight through until 6 or 7, whenever sunset is. You know, we have longer days during the summer. So the roses should get enough sun here. This side, on this end, that there gets more sun than this end right here. So I'll plant my more sun-loving roses to that side and my shade-tolerant roses, for example, Bring Me Sunshine, is going to end up right here at the end. All right, so without further ado, I will not be speaking much more, or I will not get this done and I'll start second guessing myself all over again. Let's go ahead and I'm going to use my spray paint. I'm going to mark out the spots, and people, we're going to dig some holes, man. We are going to dig some holes. right, now we're talking, right? Now I think we have a bed worthy of being called, almost worthy of being called a bed, minus the edging. All right, so this is where I've ended up so far. I've got all the roses in, so those are the first things that we planted, right? I just added some perennials, and I even have 2 hydrangeas in here. So let me show you what we planted in with the roses. I've got the Little Lime Hydrangeas. These little limes I actually had on the driveway from last year, right? These grow, I think it's 3 to 5 feet tall and wide. Let me just check here really quick. Never mind the messy hands, I've been in the soil. Yes, 3.5 feet tall and wide, right? We've got 2 of them in the bed, one here and another at the end. I also added Shasta daisies, amazing, the amazing daisies, Daisy May, right? I have wanted Daisy May for a minute. Okay, she was finally available at my local Home Depot, and so I had to pick her up. We've added 3 of these to the bed. They're added, now for these, I added them just right around the perimeter. Now let me see if I can give you the specs on this one. Shasta daisies grow height 12 to 24 inches. So they're going to get about 2 feet tall. Hardiness zones 5 through 9, so she'll be happy here because we're now 7A, and it blooms early summer to late summer. Okay. All right, so this will be summer blooms. They'll be blooming at the same time the hydrangeas are blooming, which is cool. And the final thing that we added is I added some salvia. Indiglo Girl. Salvia, people. All right, let me see the specs on Indiglo Girl. All right, let's see. She grows almost 2 feet tall, 20 to 22. I said 2 feet. Yeah, 20 to 22 inches tall, so almost 2 feet tall. And wide and hardy through zones 3 through 8. Yeah, so we're good. She is going to be good here. Right? So this is the first time I will admit that I have ever planted such a dense full bed all in the beginning. I'm impressed, I must admit. We do have a middle space right here. Let me take you around. All right, so remember, all the roses are planted in a triangle. Like look right here, this is a Sophie's rose that you're looking at. And you see 1, 2, 3, so they're planted in that triangular pattern for us to have that one big shrub look. But I've got a lot of space right behind this Daisy May. We've got this whole section right here that needs to be filled. I'm thinking maybe a bird bath, right? I'm thinking things. I'm thinking we need to add something cute right here in the center. All right, but hey, we did it. This bed took me some time now. Our roses came in March, right? Early March. So this bed started right about mid-March into late March, and I'm just finishing it now. We are at April, almost the end of April. It was so hard for me to do because normally when I'm building my beds, I start with a very structured specs in my mind, and I build and then I plant. So for example, always paver edges, right? Always have really solid, nice edges, and then I build. But now I started this bed using the sheet mulching method. Just plug the roses in the ground, right, with the space in, but no definition in terms of a bed, in terms of how I want it to be laid out. And I tell you, it was the most difficult thing for me to figure out. I am so glad that it is finally done. All right, so let's go ahead and end the video here. Listen, thank you so much for having joined me for yet another beautiful day in the garden. You are all absolutely, totally, and altogetherly awesome. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.